Okay, so just click on my, how do I minimize this? Just
See that minimizer right over there.
close it.
Next.
No,
Nope.
that one.
Right there?
Oh, wait, before you do that,
What?
go back up. Bottom right.
Bottom right, there's that arrow.
Okay.
Click on
Okay.
share screen. That way Zoom people will be able to see what you're talking about. That would be the one.
Okay.
So
we-
click on the screen, click on the blue
Bottom
screen.
right.
Share.
There you go.
There you go.
Awesome. Okay, so it just stays in that little corner. All right. I'm Rhonda McPherson. Tonight we're learning basic adding sources and working through hints. So I have a handout. I will let Tammy at some point get this scanned in with the link.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're gonna have to run down here and get the handout. Okay, so let's look at the handout. Does everybody have one? This is from Gina Philibert Ortega, and she has an ancestry class on Family Tree University. This information works for hints in Ancestry and FamilySearch both. It's the concepts are the same. So let's skip down to the second paragraph. Ancestry.com says of their hints, ancestry hints are records or other people's family trees that may contain information about people in your tree. Hints are not from all of Ancestry's databases. Instead, you will see hints based on a few of Ancestry's most popular databases. And it's the same with FamilySearch. So anytime I say Ancestry, just remember it works both ways. Okay, the hints are going to come from census records, birth, marriage, and death records, and public member trees. Okay, it does not cover all the databases. It just has a few. The hints are guesses based on similarities between what you have provided and what is on the website. This means that before accepting any hint, you should carefully analyze it to make certain it is a record documenting your ancestor's life and not someone with a similar name. Okay. So you go through each person in your tree that has a hint, click on each hint, and then click on the record. Look over the record and decide for yourself. Is that your ancestor? Is the name correct? Is the age correct? Is the family listed with the person the right family members? Did your ancestry live in that location? If anything doesn't look right, do not accept it until you have time to analyze it in greater depth or find other records that support it. Remember that you can click, and this is an ancestry, yes, maybe, or no for hints. And you can also ignore them. Don't approve hints until you look over that information really carefully, because sometimes it creates a tangle that's not fun to get out of. It can be tempting to approve every hint, but if you do, you're likely to have a family tree with all kinds of information, just not the correct information. Okay, so there's your kind of guideline to go by. So I am gonna move myself up and over just a smidge, and we're gonna look at Henry Boyd Shaft. I spent some time this afternoon finding some of my ancestors that had these little hints over here in research help. So if you have your FamilySearch account, over on the side is research help. If it's closed, it will tell you how much information is there. You just want to click on that down arrow to open it up. Excuse me. Okay. I found some interesting information on Henry. We're just kind of going to look at him, and we're on his details. Okay. He already has 8 sources attached. And there are some of the sources they have attached. Okay. And there's no memories, which means there's no photos or documents. However, I did find a really cute photo of him as a little boy on Ancestry, but because it's not my photo, I need to contact the person that provided the photo and make sure it's okay with them if I add it. Okay, that's just the nice thing to do. Because yeah, it's a very cute photo. Okay, so we see that we have Henry Boyd Shaft. Down here is his mother, John Peter, and his father, John Peter, and his mother, Ambria Boyd. Okay. As far as I can tell, Henry is the only child they ever had. I did not find any other information. Okay, so with that, we're going to come up here and let's just start with the 1920 census, just because he would have been a bit younger. Okay, let's move myself over here just a minute.
Now you're better.
Oh, okay. I'm glad I was showing good examples because nobody could hear me. That's okay. We'll get this figured out. Okay, so let's go back to John Peter. Reload his page. Okay, so let's say we want to look somewhere else other than the hints, okay? Over here on the right-hand side, it gives us an option of searching different databases for records. We're going to stick with FamilySearch because when you go to these other ones, it's kind of assuming that you have a membership and not everybody does. So we'll stick with FamilySearch. And when we click the FamilySearch icon, it's going to bring up more information that may or may not pertain to our person. It's the same as checking the hints. You have to make sure it's your person. Okay, so this right here shows that this source is attached to a pedigree. And attached. Okay, right here it's showing that this one is not attached. So it's saying view possible tree matches. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on that. Let's see what this does. It brings up the side by side again, just like the hints do. You've got the same name, same birth date, same death date that we already have, and a burial. Okay, so I'm going to attach this source. Okay, let me just close that. Go back to him. Okay, let's go back to FamilySearch. It's amazing to me how fast these computers go when they're working right, because this is connecting with computers clear down in Salt Lake, and it's just literally seconds. It's so fast. Okay, I'm going to go down here and see if I can find something that's not attached. It looks like most everything pertaining is attached. Okay, so let's go to, let me take this back. Let's go to Ambria. See if we can find some more better searchable information. Okay, so Ambria Boyd, we've got some hints here, and those are great. Let's see if we can find some that aren't in the hints. Okay, look at this. We've got find a grave.
Why aren't they all in the hints?
The hints only cover like census records, birth, marriage, death records. There's only a few that they pull for hints. It doesn't pull everything. So yeah, the hints only come from a select few databases that are probably the most highly used databases. It doesn't sneak back into the holes and get some of the others. So I'm looking to see what we got here. There's a census. Most of these are probably in the hints. Okay, here's, oops, make sure you get where you need to be. Okay. So I'm going to go to, let's do search. Let's search records. We're going to go about this the other way. Okay. Now, if you're looking for a specific person, let's go stick with Shaft. Let's look for Henry. And I'll just put Henry B, and they lived in Michigan. The less information you put in, oops, can't spell Michigan. The broader your search is going to be, your answers, and the more information you put in, the tighter it's going to be, okay? So here is a Henry B. Shaft in Michigan. This isn't necessarily ours, but we're still not, we've got death, burial, oh, there's an obituary. But that's probably not ours. Well, no, this one's from Saginaw.
It looks like
Different.
it's his son.
Could be. Could be. Well, children, yeah, it could be a son. So I'm just looking to see what else it's pulling up here for us. Okay, so let's change this to Ambria. Oops. Oh my goodness. Michigan. If we come down here, we can do a more advanced search and we can add spouse, parents, siblings. Okay. We're going to do search for Ambria. Okay. And this is our Ambria right here. There's a death certificate, find a grave. I want to, let's see, I can't remember on Ambria what her maiden name was. Sometimes let's change this. Let's okay, this is my grandmother. Oops. Oh. That's weird. Okay, Violet Shovel, we're going to put her in Colorado. Remember with women, it doesn't always search the married name and the maiden name. So sometimes you'll have to put in a maiden name to find when she was younger. Okay, this is my grandma. And before she was married. This is my grandma after she was married. So when you're doing searches on women, remember to look with different surnames because it won't always dial down into what was before and after. Okay. Fairly simple. Questions?
So
Ask me what ask me what, because
No, I think I'm
you
getting a handle on that.
think you got it?
I can't get my program
So-
open, so.
do you
okay.
have a suggestion of where they could just practice? Like, do you know
Oh.
about how you can go to your
Yes.
your account?
I do. Okay,
So-
so let me open, drag it down here. Let me open. Okay, so if you want to practice without damaging anything, go to beta, just add beta.familysearch.org. Okay, this is a beta version. This is not the official. So go to beta.familysearch.org. Okay. This is a good place to practice without causing any eruptions. If you want to practice.
And again, just going here, just to get the confidence. And that's where I think it's, because you get scared and hopefully, will you show us how you can, if you attach something that you can
Oh,
detach?
yes,
But
absolutely.
anyway, this
Okay.
gives you just that confidence to press that button.
Yeah. So right here, see that little red thing? It says beta. This means no matter what you do, it's not going to add it to the official tree. This is hiding underneath. Okay, so let me go to, let's see.
I did beta and it came up and it said continue, and I said continue, and it's taking me to the church website.
Oh,
Let's
it
see.
should be beta.familysearch.org.
It might be different on your phone.
It might be different on a phone.
I'm gonna,
CH.org.
Let me go to recents.
.org.
Yes.
Beta.familysearch.org. Go. Family search.
Nothing. Okay. Well, it works on the computer. It may not work on a phone.
Yeah, I can't get my computer up.
And it's not working. Okay. So make sure if you need to practice and you want to practice adding. Okay, so let's go to a source. Okay, and we're just gonna, because this is in beta mode, we're not gonna mess anything up. We're gonna open up a source. Okay. Say we added this and we decided, oh no, that's not right. Right here is this little lovely detach button.
You
Just,
can undo.
you can undo it.
Okay.
Okay, so you can undo it. You can view. Here's your link, just more information there. Here's your transcription. Copy to source box. I don't really use my source box, but if you like to put it in a source box until you link it to everybody, that's okay. It's not, I haven't really found it very helpful. You can review the attachments. It'll bring up the record.
So, question. So
Yes.
when you did beta and ended up someplace, which I can't see because.
Oh, okay.
Go there. What
Oops,
did
where did
it
I
come up with? Like, did you put in a name to start
Yes,
playing with? Okay.
yes, because it'll look just like, hang on, let me see if I can
Yeah.
get back there. When it comes up, it will look just like your,
Just like a sign on.
okay, it'll look like, okay, it'll look just like your family search page.
Okay.
The only
That's
difference is it says beta, so this is not, you can do whatever you want.
Where does it say
It's
beta?
coming right up.
Oh,
on
right-
mine. It says
right
date on it.
there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right above-
Search that little.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that way
I can see it,
yeah, that way you know you're not in there.
Okay.
And again, she has all those hints. So again, you can just go through all those
Yeah,
and just check it out and
and I'm gonna pick, let me pick Sadie. Okay, just really quick, I'm gonna show you something. I like to work, a lot of times when I'm working in hints, I like to turn I want to view her tree, and I know you've got to get going.
I'm
so-
sorry.
No, you're just fine. Okay,
But I can be here in 2 weeks and I won't have the conflict.
you know what? It
Just
happens.
next
We
week
do
is the
the
last class.
awesome. Well, thank you for coming. It's always good to see
I'm gonna
you.
keep trying. I am going to figure this out.
Just remember, you will get it.
Rhonda will be at the center from 2 to 5 tomorrow.
Yeah, if you want to pop in.
And just when you think you've got it, it will do something stupid.
Oh, good, thank you.
But that's okay.
What did I do this
That's
for?
okay, we have fun. So I'm gonna, okay, so let's go back to landscape mode, because that's the one we're probably the most familiar with, okay? And this is one of my aunts, great aunts. Okay. Right here gives us options. We can flip it up and look at a portrait mode, and it usually takes a bit for the portraits to load, okay? Your youngest people are at the bottom, your oldest people are at the top. Fan charts, a lot of people prefer to work in fan charts. I'm just showing you this just because you can see where the holes are in your research. If you go to here, you can make your add up to 7 generations. It shows family lines by color. You can go by birthplace. You can see I have a lot of American
Now, does
ancestors.
it only show those by color if you've already put them in a color?
No.
Okay.
Okay, when you click on birthplace, as long as you've got people there and a birthplace listed, it will do its own color generation. Most of mine are in the US over here.
Okay, so that's how it's doing. That's your
Yeah,
legend.
so yeah, and you'll have to play with your own. There's sources. This shows me which ones have a lot of sources attached and which ones have very few or none. See how she's white and over here. Stories, a little lacking on the stories there. Photos, that's photos
Oh,
attached.
this is grandma?
This is my grandpa's sister. I
Oh.
just picked, okay? And research helps. So this one shows me these have hints, probably the 1950 census, data problems and research suggestions,
Do
okay?
you see the legend?
Oh, you see it? Oh, did you like we'll go back. Okay, so we're gonna close out. Okay, after fan chart is descendancy. I like working in descendancy a lot of times when I'm doing hints, when I'm working on hints. It flips it upside down. Let's see, let's go back a little further. Okay, and there's no hints here. So just know this, your older people are here and it works towards the kids. Okay, so Thomas Edwin and Luana Harrington had Adrian, Andrew, Floyd, Cora. These are their kids. Okay. Okay, Adrian's family, he married Emma. They had these kids, okay? And you can just keep opening. We had a gal come in, was it last week, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
She needed to do descendancy research to find the descendants of somebody who had left something, an inheritance, for an inheritance. So you start with the person that left the inheritance, and you work spouse, kids, grandkids, great grandkids. She was looking for descendants. This is where you do your descendancy, but this is really handy when you're working on stuff, because it flips it upside down, it compacts it. I should show you this. Okay, so you can tell it to show record hints, research suggestions, data problems, spouses you're going to want on there eventually. Okay, now I don't check portraits because see how much room the portraits take up. I don't want portraits on my descendancy. I want it nice and tight, so I'm just looking at people and numbers. Oh, look at that. There's Emily has a hint. That one has a hint. Data suggestions. Oh, William Harrison has no sources attached. So there's some work for me to do on William Harrison. So let's open William. Go to his person page. And I see we're up. Our time
Okay,
is
so
up.
you're not in beta anymore? No.
Nope. I'm back in regular. It's the beta's over here. I switched pages, sorry. Okay, so this is where it would be helpful because it's not showing any hints. He has no sources attached. It would be helpful to go into FamilySearch and see what they can find. So here's some possibilities of records for our William. Okay. And you can also go in here, you can change it to William H. You can WOLF. You can change things. It's down here, it shows an alternate last name. You can research, see if it'll bring you up some different answers or some better answers. Okay. Clear as mud. Okay, so what can I do to help you? I would say log on to FamilySearch. When you're ready to start this, go to your tree. If you're working on specific people, you can go to your recents. It shows these are my main people on my tree. We worked on Ambria, John Peter, Henry. So if you've been somewhere in there, it'll show your recent people that you've worked on if you had to leave something or if you wanted to come back to.
So if you're brand new and you
Yes.
haven't done anything yet.
Okay, okay.
You know, like his mom, he's in. I put him in, but he's ready to put his mom and his dad in. So he's gonna have to get them in before he's gonna have any real searching that he can do.
Okay, so we need to go to FamilySearch.org. Does he have an account yet?
No, I
Okay,
do, he doesn't.
okay. Can we end this class and then I'll
Let's
spend
all
it
go in there.
and we'll go spend a few minutes
Yeah,
in
Let's
there.
do it.
So anyway,
Hands-on is
thank
the
you.
way to do
Hopefully
it.
this was helpful.
yeah.
If you need more help, I will be at the Family History Center tomorrow from 2 to 5. And you can come in and say,
it's
hey,
open from 10 to 8 tomorrow.
oh, it is open from 10 to 8 all day. I'll be there from 2 to 5. Tammy will be there from 5 to 8. We have lovely morning people. So thank you.
I'll be there at 10.
See you. Great job.
So yeah, let's-
Scanning tomorrow,
awesome.
a book that my dad and his best friend wrote when they were just about to be drafted into World War II.
Oh, scanning. Have you seen the new scanners, Henry?
Diane done that down at
Oh,
St. George.
okay,
She
okay.
did ours,
She got it. She got a
slides
book,
and everything.
book scanner that it'll
It's
like,
amazing.
oh, the technology. I'm excited for Ritz Tech. I'm excited to, I think I'm gonna spend some
Just
time
give
in the
them the right
expo
order.
hall, Tammy,
She
just
had to
looking at
do-
new stuff.
What'd she do, 10,000? And then she went, I should have done a different one, so she had to rescan it. to
Yeah,
get them in
it
the proper
happens.
order.
Well, that's what we're working on, the book scanner right now, and it's like, it's not quite